Hey guys, Matt Kloskowski here in beautiful Crocodile Bay in Costa Rica. I actually just finished teaching a workshop and I got to try something out that I've never used before. And whenever I do that, and it kind of makes an impact with me, I try to do a quick video for you guys. So there's this little thing out. They're not new, but I just came across them from a friend of mine. They're called LumeCubes. So they're essentially these little cubes of light. Of course, lighting's not new. I don't do much flash or any lighting or anything like that. Mostly landscape, nature, outdoor. But there are times where I was brought along a flashlight, whether it was at night, maybe to light the foreground or something like that, or if I was just in a really dark place and in here under a canopy of trees in the primary forest, it's dark. So if you're shooting something, sometimes I'm shooting a frog in a tree and I'm trying to use my iPhone to add a little bit of light to it. So that's where these things came in really handy. So the idea behind it, it's this tiny, really bright light. I don't know what a lumen is. I don't know how bright a lumen. I think there's a lot of them in here. Here's what I can tell you. What's the first thing that a techie, gadgety person does when they get hold of a really tiny light and somebody says it's really bright? We look at it. You're not supposed to. I did, it hurts. So that's all I know is that you actually look at it, you don't want to look at it, it's that bright. It's got this little button on the top, you can press it like 9 times, it gives you 9 different levels of brightness. You actually use it as a flash, okay? So the idea behind that is it's got an app that will work with your phone. So when you install the app, you can control the power and you can actually set it up to work as a flash, so you're not using the crappy little flash that's built into your phone. You can put these things, they're Bluetooth, so you can put them off on ledges or stands or whatever it happens to be. You can actually get pretty creative with it and you can control the power right from inside the app. I think for me and for people that were inside the workshop, one of the ways that they came in really handy was we were doing macro one morning and it was really gray. So everything's very, very flat. Put one of these into the scene. Now you can add a little bit of depth, a little bit of dimension. And if you want to get techie about it, we're cranking up our ISO. It's a little bit windy out and you can see some movement. So you can actually get some faster shutter speeds, keep that ISO a little bit lower. And then we went into the rainforest, but it was like primary rainforest, super dark. And we're photographing frogs. And you're able to kind of put these and you can get creative because you can have more than one and more than one will work with the app. You can get creative and start, putting them around whatever you're shooting, kind of cancel out some of the shadows in there and actually get, a little bit more light into the scene because it was really dark. It, of course, like anything, comes with gadgets. So I know there's little stands and little ball heads and things that you can get along with it. That's got I think the newest one is probably my favorite. It's got a little housing that goes around it and it's got magnets on the front. So it's got a diffuser. I'm trying to get it off, it like sticks. It's got a diffuser, that's how strong the magnets are. It's got a diffuser, which I used a lot, especially for the macro stuff, and it's got a warming gel. You can put that on top of it too. And again, I use that for the macro because it's not just light, but I was able to actually add some warm light in there and it looks like sunlight is coming in from the top and the sides and some different areas inside of there. And they stick right on top of it. So for me, I got flashlights. I think this is going to replace my flashlights mainly because it feels like it was made for a photographer. Whether you're iPhone or whether you're a DSLR, it actually feels like it was made for a photographer where I'm always trying to makeshift and rig different little things for my flashlights here. These actually work really well. So there's some before and afters and some photos over on my website. Wherever you're watching the video, just check the description. There's a link there. Thanks for watching. Talk to you again soon.